Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach Nuff channel. In this video we're going to look at the round 5 review for NRL Fantasy in the 2024 season. And so an okay week for us, nothing spectacular. We scored 742, which actually moved us up a few thousand spots in the overall rank. We were about 26,000 back in round 4. Yep. Round 3 we were a bit higher at 25. So pretty sure if we go back through, I know I was a bit higher in round 2. No, we were terrible in round 1. But, moving in the right direction in terms of our overall rank, which, considering we only had 17 available this week, was pretty handy. So, I guess we'll start at the top. I just had a big space out there, apologies. But Harry Grant was our captain, and I guess ended up being the right pick for our team with the 61. But, solid contributions all round. Cam Murray, the 48, a bit underwhelming at his price, but it's fine. Cotter with the 53 was good. Josh Curran with the 48, also very good. Finny Fuiaki with the 29, probably hasn't quite gone off the way we'd hoped he would. He's made us a bit of money, but nothing fantastic. And Sean Bloor with the 45, so here was our sort of point of difference trade in this week, and 45 will take. Unfortunately, all the ball went to the other edge, and Eli Katoa and Jerome Hughes carved up. But, Munster's first game back, he'll ease into it. So 45 from Bloor is very solid. In our halves, we had Kyle Flanagan with the 23, which is, okay, we can cop that. But Strange with the 46 was really good. So weren't expecting the Raiders to win so comprehensively over the Eels. But great news for us as fantasy owners that Ethan Strange got some points. Ben Travojevic with a 33, solid but not spectacular. Kiraz with a 31, so I guess, wet weather, late sort of move out to the wing, just wasn't ideal for Kiraz. Jaden Campbell, though, was surprising with the 60. I didn't watch the games on Saturday or Sunday, but to see Campbell scored 60 points in a beaten team is fantastic. Pappenhausen with the 24, I probably hoped for a bit more. Bostock with the 33 was quite good and has made us, a fair bit of money. Can't really see it on this. You've got to go to the full profile. So, it made us another 40k. So, doing the business for us, which is nice. On our bench, we had Talangi in this week for Tupanua. Scored a 21. Lussick with the 45 was solid. Salmon with the 34 played a fair bit on the edge with all the injuries and carnage that went on around. And Sam Hughes with the 47, obviously boosted by that try, but also just played more minutes because of all the injuries and whatnot at the in that game on Friday night, both the Bulldogs and the Roosters. It was absolute carnage. So as you can see, at the time of recording, this hasn't opened yet for round 6, so we can't really do, the thoughts on trades. But we can do the league. I always forget the league in this one for some reason. And we snuck in a win over Wepo's winners. So I didn't think that was going to happen, to be honest. But let's have a look. So I had Reece Robson with a 78. Captains matched up with Carrigan. Terrell May was a bit flat with the 23, so that obviously helped in the middles. Already had Curran, Kai Pearce-Paul the 47. So, we talked about these two both being great trading options, and Bloor at the cheaper price just held that little bit more value. So I had Strange in the centres. So Hutchinson probably wasn't, the same as Kiraz, which is fine. Flanagan, well, he had that too. So Burbo, I should say, sort of outpointing Talangi. But maybe James Tedesco was the difference there. So, Ponga and Campbell was close. Both had Pappenhausen. And Tedesco with a 5. So I thought that's where I was going to lose this matchup. But, I captained Tedesco in Supercoach, so I feel your pain, Wepo. And on the bench, ended up with So Levi Salmon. So I guess getting a couple more points on my bench. Maybe a safe half played over Levi. That would have been enough. 11 points. Well, not quite, but would have made it a lot closer. Um, yeah. So unfortunately, Tedesco getting injured didn't help. But we'll have a look at the rest of the league fixtures. Can never work this system out. So 745, 746. So it looks like Helen Keller's optometrists top scored for our league with 776. So Adam keeps killing it in this league. Um, Harry Grant is captain. Yeah, so I had Taylor May and still did well. Dylan Brown to 48. That's not too bad. But the Turbo and Ponga combo at the back seems to be a winner. And then had Arthurs and Hughes on the bench, which is pretty nice. Fantastic stuff there. Very good. So I wanted the ladder. So yeah, so Adam's team still undefeated at the top. Titanic and Team Gibbon with all Titanic still undefeated. Vimal's team, I thought they scored pretty well this week too. Might give them a little shout out. 746, so outpointed me. So let's have a look. We got Appy, played Sam Hughes, which is nice. Jamal Fogarty with a 42. I think, yeah, he was outpointed by Johnson. So I know I tipped people into Fogarty this week as the best pick, but I did say SJ was good too. So hopefully, some people got on SJ. I had Tupanua on the bench for a 13, but Robson with a 78. So Appy and Robson, that's a pretty good combo at the hooker. Ben Takura with a 33 on debut, so very nice. And the Turbo and Ponga combo, so that's working out quite well. You and Aitken with a 48 as well, playing in the second row is pretty handy in the centres. Good stuff. So, yes, as I was saying, I can't really go through the trades and stuff just at this moment, but I guess probably with the news that Latrell's going to miss a few weeks with the elbow, there could be a big watch on this Jai Gray from the Rabbitohs. So he's named in the halves, but bottom dollar, and has been tearing it up in New South Wales Cup by all reports. So what I'd imagine is if I can trade Chan to him, get that 65k, and that would give me 163,000 in the bank. So then we can look at a potential upgrade elsewhere. And this I haven't looked too deeply into, but I guess if we get out of that, I guess the obvious one is maybe to upgrade Lussick to a premium type backup hooker. You can find the positions. So what did I say I'd have is 163. So I'm not sure what Lussick's price will do, but if we take it as that, it's going to be about 680. So probably just priced out of the Coruscant or Robson. But we probably have been looking to target Marshall King as a good hooker for coverage over the Origin period. There's a good chance Coruscant and Robson could form the New South Wales hooker duo, and obviously Harry Grant will be well in the frame for Queensland. So like the likes of a Marshall King for Lussick could happen. We could potentially try and upgrade Salmon if there's something around the 500k mark. Um, or there might be another sort of cheap option that pops up that we're not too on top of. So Fino didn't do a great deal on debut. I think he got injured as well. Um, yeah, yeah, we'll have to have a proper look once it all opens up and the break evens come out and all that sort of thing. But yeah, it could be Galvin on the sorry, Salmon. I was looking at Galvin. Salmon on the chopping block this week alongside Chan. Bring in Gray and try to potentially upgrade Salmon. Uh, yeah, or Bostock's another one. He's probably made most of his money, so could potentially look to move him on. What let's have a look at that. So, it's still a middling sort of amount, which isn't ideal. 500 and what would that be, 160? So about 530k we'd be looking at. And so at that price point, so you can see just priced out of the likes of a Nickel Clockstad or even a Sailor filling in at fullback. Um, there's a big drop off from Taruva down, so it's basically from Philip Sammy, and then I guess we're getting into all these sort of middling type options. Um, yeah, so nothing too interesting there, I wouldn't have thought. I mean, you could swing Karaz down and look at something in the centres. What did I say? 530. Struggling with memory. So I guess an interesting one could be with Taff out HIA. Could Crichton move to fullback and spur a little bump in his average? Bradman Best probably has some good footy in him. Um, Bronson Sherry got a start, so does he hold his spot with all the injuries of the Dogs? So there's a few options, nothing fantastic. Um, nothing jumping out screaming, pick me. Actually, well, he's probably moved up a fair bit. James Schiller, so he scored a ton in Supercoach, I'm pretty sure. So he scored 48 on the weekend. So he's already made, that's only 19k, that's not a lot. Thought he would have made a bit more money than that, but there you go. If you can get on him at 270k, and he might get a few more weeks off the back of their performance, might be an option. But yeah, like I said, we can sit here and postulate on all of it, but we'll leave the video as is, and we'll go away, wait for it to open up, obviously, and play around, and we'll do our tops, chops, traps, and slaps as we do on a Wednesday, and then obviously round preview on Thursday. All will be revealed. But if you've got any comments, questions, thoughts, feel free to get them down below this video. If you enjoy the NRL fantasy content, remember to give the videos a like, subscribe for all the fantasy sports content on the channel, and other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.